So tell me a little bit, as a 20-year-old Army veteran, you had an event in San Antonio, September 2024. What did you learn there?
Right, so our Warrior Defense Project is located at St. Mary's University School of Law, where I'm the director, and General Valenzuela is the senior consultant for our Warrior Defense Project. So we put on conferences for public interest in the city, and we did one in September 2024 on veterans and veterans benefits. As we organized the speakers, and we had the Texas Veterans Commission was there and other speakers, it became apparent that there was a discrepancy in Texas law that needed to be corrected. So current law, if you're a 100% disabled veteran, which means your disability occurred while you're serving your country, then, and the Veterans Administration says that you're 100% disabled with those injuries, Texas law currently provides a 100% relief from your property taxes, so you pay no property taxes. If you're a 90% to a 70% disabled veteran, you pay $12,000 off the cost of your house. So in other words, the benefit is great if you're 100% disabled, but if you're 90% disabled, for example, you have a $400,000 home, you only get a $12,000 deduction from the $400,000. So you still have to pay taxes on $388,000. Now, when this law was passed, houses weren't that expensive as they are today. So as we increase in time, the law has not changed. So this is something that cries out for justice and correction. So I proposed to Senator Mays Middleton, who is one of our 31 state senators here in Texas, said, can you draft legislation to correct this? We proposed some language, and his people produced a bill, Senate Bill 1126, which just came out not that long ago. And in that bill, he has it so that 100% gets 100% on the property taxes, 90% gets a 90% on the property taxes reduction, 80, all the way down to 10%, which is the way it should be. And also, Senator Middleton's put in the bill that the surviving spouse will have the same benefit when the spouse dies. Now, that's something he came up with on his own to stick that in there, which I applaud. Senator Middleton has really taken the ball and run on this. The next step, of course, is that it has to become a bill that's passed by the legislature. So you've got, again, 31 members of the Senate, 150 members of the House of Representatives in the Texas legislature. They've got to vote on this bill. The bill goes to the governor's desk, governor signs it. The next step, it's put on the Constitution as a constitutional amendment for November of 2025. The people will then decide. If the people agree that this is a thing that should be done for our disabled veterans, then it'll pass, it'll become law 1 January 2026. That's our goal. So our mission here today is to encourage San Antonians, and whoever is listening to this, contact your state representative, contact your representative in the House. Ask them to vote for Senate Bill 1126 and to promote that bill forward, because we don't want this to die in darkness. It requires a grassroots effort by Texans that are concerned, for military veterans that have been disabled.
Absolutely. Now, Jeff, of course, this is going to cost more money. What is your thought on that?
Yes, it's going to cost money because localities are going to lose some income to some degree. But my response is, what better way to spend money? Texas taxpayers are paying this money than for our disabled veterans that were injured in the line of duty. I can't think of a better way to spend tax dollars. So if we need to tighten our belt, we'll tighten it somewhere else. But I'm sure that we have a surplus right now. And again, with a surplus, we're looking at ways to spend money efficiently, effectively. I can't think of a better way to spend money. We wouldn't be here without our military veterans enjoying the freedoms that we have. So everybody says, I love the veterans. Here's a chance to prove it.
Absolutely. Now, you said this was outdated and unfair. Why is these numbers have been going on for some years now? Why is this something that you are so strongly passionate about?
Well, again, I didn't discover this until we held our conference. And I myself am a disabled veteran. I did 20 years in the Army. And so I didn't even know about it. It came to my attention just because we held the conference. So I think a lot of people just didn't know about it. Those that did know about it, I'm sure they thought, as most humans do, well, somebody else will do it. But yeah, my jaw kind of dropped when I looked at this. Again, I'm a law professor, I'm an attorney. I said, really? This is something that we need to get involved with. And so the dean of our law school is very energized about this. She's very supportive of veterans. I briefed her on what we want to do. And so we're very proud at St. Mary's University School of Law to be able to take something that's going to help not just our community, but all Texans, and particularly the disabled veterans.
Absolutely. This is Military USA, right?
It is Military City, USA. Let's prove it.
Awesome. Anything else that we're leaving out about this new amendment that you think is beneficial for the story?
Well, I think we don't have the luxury of time. You know, so as February, it's a long time. No, it's not. There are a lot of bills that are vying for attention before the legislature. This one needs to go to the top. It's not going to go to the top unless we get a lot of people advocating for it, calling their senators, calling their representatives in the House. For example, we got Marco LaHood here in San Antonio, a great representative. I've talked to his chief of staff. He is fully in support of this. So we need to have people contact their representatives across the state and say, let's make this happen.
Awesome.
Common sense. This is common sense.
It should have happened a long time ago.
Yes, it should have happened a long time ago, but the best time to plant an acorn is 10 years ago and today to get the oak tree.
Amazing. Jeff, thank you so much for sharing your insight on this. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.